episode 4 of the Blackout podcast. We got Dewan on camera again, and we got Jaelon and the host Xaiver. What's up?
Yo.
What y'all been up to?
Man, dog. I just been singing. I've been tired, and I just wrapped up a show at Market House. Yeah. 2 weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to back, and then a double Saturday. Riot.
Double Saturday?
Double Saturday. A 2:30 and a 7 o'clock. Yeah. Riot Asbury Park, based on true historical events. Very much so biographical. So yeah, it's pretty fun. But
it was a dope show.
Yeah, and I'm just happy it's over because it's taxing. It was mentally taxing.
I bet you try to do a million things at once. Like that's, I imagine it can be taxing.
Like there were nights I would literally leaving rehearsal or leaving shows and going to another rehearsal.
Did you see it?
9 to 10 a.m.
No, I actually didn't get to see it. I had free tickets, but
wait, you got free tickets?
Yeah.
How?
Because I got connections.
Yeah.
You didn't give him free tickets?
No.
If you gave him free tickets, I'll be hot.
That's why I was like, don't even go there.
Like 25, they charged me.
Don't even go there, nigga.
Oh, so he wasn't gonna give you free tickets either.
No, I can't.
See, and that's one thing I don't like about. I'm not gonna talk about Market House because I love everything about Paducah and stuff we got here, but. Broadway, they pay their actors. Market House, the money they make, they should be able to pay their actors.
Well, guess what? I'm actually happy to announce that Riot Asbury Park was the first cast to get paid by Market House Theater.
Yo, why was that play about a race ride and they sat me in the back?
Is that what
I was the only black person there and they sat me in the back.
I don't think that was.
I didn't stay there. I moved to the front, but they was like, "There you go."
So you didn't have there wasn't a row or number on your ticket. It was just.
They gave me a ticket for the back. Out of all the open seats, I was up front.
Sure
they sent me to the back. They escorted me to the back.
Check this out. I'm not trying to say that they did that on purpose. I'm not trying to say they did it on purpose. But there was one night they said we had sold 78 tickets, but it was only 30 people there, and it's because the season ticket holders weren't coming to the shows. So a lot of those empty spots were actually people's bought tickets.
I was a few minutes late, so everybody was already seated. Why are they escorting me to the back?
Because the show was going on.
Nah, that's wild.
You don't know how theater works.
Is this how you let them treat your guests?
Here you go.
That's wild, yo. Man, fuck Market House.
Oh, wow. You are absolutely wild. Michael, the cast of Asbury Park.
I'm playing. It was a very great show. It was a very great show.
It was a good show.
Billy Harden, a wild dude.
Yep.
Yo, you should have brought the wig with you. The Afro wig.
No. I had to wear. You know what? At first, we had 3 or 4 wigs for me to wear. We flagship.
So it was just 3 different Afros?
Well, no, not during the show. To prep for the show. I tried on 4 different wigs. 4
different Afros?
Yeah, 4 different Afros.
Look, I told him to put the mic underneath the wig like Tyler Perry do. I gotta put a picture of him on there.
So it was the final look of Billy Harden was 4 different times. I had a stupid huge one, a shorter one.
Which one did you go with?
The one I had on. The one.
No, but was that the huge, super huge one? Or was that was a medium?
That was a medium, and it matched my because I brought a
Dog, you should have got the big one.
The reason why we didn't use the big one is
you were feisty young. You should have got the big one.
The reason we didn't use the big one is because you couldn't see my face when I turned on stage.
So what?
Well, you have to be able to see.
Nah, Billy Harden, the way he was giving it up in that play, he was willing to fight any white person he saw.
I was aggressive.
You should have got the big one.
I was aggressive.
See, because I was supposed to be in the play too, but I had to pass it.
He was supposed to be in the play?
Well, yeah, I think Market House reached out to you, right?
Yes. They wanted me to reach out to the director, then he asked me to do it. So
what was it going to be? The cop?
Percy? Thomas Young. Thomas Young.
I can picture Dewan being the cop.
It wasn't that, bro.
It was. Who was it?
You remember Thomas Young, the other black dude that was taller than me on our side? It was gonna be his. That was gonna be.
I can't picture Dewan doing that.
What did they do?
He was feisty too, ready to fight, really being angry and shit.
He was almost like the uncle. So if I'm the hothead, ready to fight. He's like,
God damn it!
Right, he's like that type of dude. He was that emotional.
I can't picture Dewan doing that.
I was at the NAACP event. That's what I was doing that night. So I got feisty then. You ain't seen it, yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever heard Dewan really put bass in his voice.
Oh, and I had to rap. I was rapping. I did Glory Common. Yeah.
Do you know He did.
Spit a bar for us right now.
Hands to the heavens. Y'all can go watch it on my website.
Oh my gosh. Check this out.
What's up?
I do change my voice when I'm acting. I change it.
I think about saying you around different people.
No, that'd be like for like this. When I'm talking about Dell. When we get to Dell, talking bridge, I have to do it. Seriously.
Stop.
I slightly change my voice when I'm acting. I bring it down.
Yeah, you got to. You're playing a different character.
Yeah. I would never talk to somebody like that the way Billy did. I mean, I have before. Don't get me wrong. When I was ignorant to those type of things, but yeah, he was a tough role, and that was probably the most challenging script I've ever done because it was conversation. You seen how back and forth we were.
Yeah.
You have to memorize all that.
Yeah.
Jumping on each other's lines, stopping. Gee, that was.
That was like an hour and a half. Yeah, that's
a back and forth. It's supposed to feel like a conversation you first hearing for the first time. Gee.
And this ain't no movie where you can cut scene. You have different scenes. And you
that
can rehearse the line. Like,
so
nah, this is
the guy who played
all
Thomas
live.
Young, he's a filmmaker. That's Don.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, it was his first play too. And he was like, it's really challenging for me because he's used to film where he could just cut and redo it. He was like, man, I actually got to learn this word for word. I was like, yeah, you can't improvise because your line is a cue for somebody else. You can't just say. Yeah. You can't change red with burgundy, or you just can't do that because somebody won't know where to go. But yeah, what you been up to, dog?
Working.
Got a new job.
Working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of working, yo.
Yeah.
My dad used to say this thing all the time. He used to be like, yo, because I was trying to work while I was in high school. I did it on and off, but he's like, yo, you got the rest of your life to work. Why are you trying to work now? I know what he means now. I'm so tired of this cycle. It's just like work, go to sleep, wake up, dread work, and then work again.
And eat.
Over and over and over again. This shit is I don't want
Look.
I feel like I don't want to ever feel like work is like full time. My like real personal life is part time. I don't ever want to feel like that.
Because that means you're not giving yourself enough time at all.
At all. So like,
and that kind of goes into what I seen a post the other day. It talked about like how we're grown up in school to be like in that set schedule, like working or doing what we're told, this, that, and the third. And then I seen another post that said what they don't want us to know is like we have 2 to 3 side hustles. We can make enough to retire by 30. And that's what I'm doing. I'm out here grinding. And we all are. Like I'm my friends, we all are, doing things.
That's why like, I ever heard people say like school teaches you how to be like workers, not bosses.
It teaches you how to work in society. They don't teach you to think for yourself. No, don't do that.
And they don't empower creators.
No, they don't. That's why my children will not be going to school.
What?
They will be homeschooled.
By you?
Thank you. No. And as a matter of fact, first off, are you questioning my skill set to be an efficient
but to
parent?
like teach them though?
Yeah, I'll be teaching them stuff too, but I'll probably hire an instructor, most likely.
So what's the difference between you hiring an instructor and them just going to school?
Well, because how about this? It won't be funded by the government. See, the government school is what we go to. That's funded by the government. So it's a certain curriculum is what I mean.
What's wrong with it being funded by the government?
Because they don't teach you everything you're supposed to know. They teach you A plus B squared equals C squared. No.
I have not used that since I've graduated.
You know what I have used?
What?
And I'm not going to lie. The only thing I can apply to math is one in music, or if I'm reading something that has to do with like musical numbers and frequencies. Mm-hmm. Dog, I was reading. They were doing numbers, but they put a slash. And I was like, oh, that's divided by. And I was like,
that's what you picked up out of everything. That's what you use.
But you see how minute and minuscule all the rest of that matters.
Yeah. Like they didn't teach us about. I read
that, and then my brain was automatically like, right, divided by. And I was like, oh, cool.
Like, you know how it's crazy? Cool. They taught us a lot of bullshit, but they didn't teach us about like taxes or interest rates.
I'm over here doing
mortgages, like real shit. You have to know to live and be a functioning adult.
Why? I should know how to become my own LLC. I should know that coming out of high school.
Yeah.
That shit. Why do I have to go to college?
And that's one thing I don't like about college. They make you pay.
Take the same classes.
Pay for 2 years of high school classes. Right. I was very upset when I went to college, and I was like, I'm not doing anything I love. Now, when I became a junior and a senior, I was like, okay, I'm doing film, I'm doing this. But that really made me mad that they're putting kids in debt to learn the same stuff from high school.
That's why you go to community college.
I was going to say the community college really helps out, and they pay for it too with the grant money. Also, too, though, I was going to say, I think that should just be obliterated in all college, though.
What?
If you go to college You shouldn't have to pay. I just graduated from high school. I just told y'all I know how to do this. Why am I taking it again?
You talking about taking like the basic,
Biology and
the gen
biology
eds?
lab. I just did a freaking biology lab.
Man,
I just did a biology lab.
I'm doing that. I'm doing that shit right now.
You see what I'm saying? And they making you pay for it. I should go to, especially if it's somebody like me.
Not
if I
in my
wanna
pocket.
Well, you got Grant.
Shout out FastFood.
Thanks, FastFood. Pell Grant, you're the best. Y'all sponsor my car. And I dropped out twice on y'all. And I'll say that because one, I'm not ashamed, but because that's not my life plan. I'm supposed to be creative. College is not for me, so that's why I say that with a little dignity. Not that I dropped out. Nah, because I know what I'm on. Yeah, get like me.
But most successful musicians, they got a degree in music theory and things like that.
Lies.
My friend Stevie Mackey, he has a degree in music. His friends that are in music have a degree in music. I'm just saying.
Michael Jackson didn't have a degree.
What
Beyonce
is?
didn't have a degree.
Hold on. What is music theory? I've heard that before.
Okay, music theory is basically like the fundamentals of what makes music, like 4/4 time, or like why you put certain notes together to make dissonance, or like.
How important is that though?
Now, see, to me, I would say I would say it's not that important because I was born with the gift of music, and I know that, and it's very natural for me. So people like Cliff will tell me all the time, man, you have a good ear. Keith Donaldson plays the organ. He like, man, you got perfect pitch. I don't even know that. It's just, so to me, going to college for music theory, I know how to just naturally do that, so it wouldn't matter to me. I don't know. I know what a dissonant chord sounds like. I know what it means to be, crescendo. Those are just the terms. But
then also, like, when you look at artists like a Prince or a Rick James or like even like a Childish Gambino on his
Beyonce
Awaken My Love record, when they're doing all these like abstract things and hitting these random notes and these random screams, like that's not fundamentally fundamental like music theory. That's just them creating and experimenting.
Now, see, music theory is whitewashed. I'm just be honest. It's whitewashed. It's pretty much European.
Okay.
It's in a sense, not all music theory, but the music theory they offer is usually like classical white, European, or Renaissance. They're not talking about the Congos that predate them by 500,000 years.
Yeah.
Where music, it was fiddles before y'all knew they were. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't talk about that. So,
but I guess it depends on where you go, because I think Stevie, he went to HBCU.
Okay, but yeah, if you go to college like that, HBCU, you know what I was really pissed.
What?
They took away African American Studies our senior year. Remember Mr. Lipscomb? Was it Mr. Lipscomb?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Tillman.
We had that class?
Yes! Was it Lipscomb? Yeah, Mr. Lipscomb.
Why would they take that away?
He left, and they never, another teacher never picked up the class.
They didn't have many black teachers.
I was waiting all senior. I was like, sophomore year, I'm like, yeah, senior year, I'm taking that. I remember talking to Lexi about, yeah, we're going to take this class.
Why would they take that away?
They had nobody to teach it.
They have no black teachers. No. Except Miss. I'm not saying names. But what y'all want to get into first?
Anyway, right. Welcome to the Blackout podcast.
What y'all want to get into?
Let's talk about Travis. Let's go ahead and get Travis Astroworld out the way.
What y'all think? How y'all feel?
That demonic sacrifice.
Come on.
It was a ritual, dog.
How? So he sacrificed 8 people?
It just, more than 8 people died.
How did he sacrifice them?
And I honestly think
I'll let you go. I'll let you go first.
Here's the thing. Music industry is sick. Now the term "sell your soul" is very popular. It's extremely popular. Now, hold on. I've come to the understanding that selling your soul is, it's not figurative. It is literal, but it means compromising your morals.
That's not literal.
What do you mean it's not literal?
That's figurative.
No, that's literal too.
No, it's not.
Because
you're not actually selling your soul.
What? You're trading in your beliefs and your morals?
That's figurative.
That's a spiritual thing as well. That's definitely a spiritual thing. But that's not literal. It manifests though.
You're not literally taking your soul out of your body and selling it to somebody for an X amount of dollars.
No.
That's what literal means.
Literally in the sense, you talking about, is it this one? Okay, literally in the sense that
That's figurative.
You're reaping the benefit though in the natural on this physical playing field by offering up things that are hidden though that are
So
that
he
are
offered
spiritual.
up. He offered up lives.
Now back and I'm looping back. So you ask me, I look at patterns now.
Go ahead,
that nigga
damn.
Travis. It was a ritual.
Patterns. What pattern?
Okay, I'm gonna bring it up. So Travis Scott, I believe it was a ritual. One, because he was singing weird when I was carrying that man's body out. He was singing over that man's body weird. It's just creepy. Some stuff I don't know. Two, I do believe that he knew them people was out there getting hurt, and he kept that show going. For him to know that, that's some, what Drake say, wicked man, I'm sick of man, wicked man, that's some wicked man stuff. That's
you
wicked.
quoting Drake now?
Yeah, because Drake is wicked too.
Doing what you think?
You can't do that.
I mean, if you look at the advertising material before it, all that symbolism, the shirt he was wearing, the music video he released like the days before the concert, and he was wearing a shirt that was a concert that people died at, but it was like very hidden. Like you could see the shirt if you looked hard enough.
People died at the concert.
It was like the shirt. I don't remember the shirt, but there's pictures of it out there. That shirt he was wearing was the name of a concert where there
people died at.
People died.
So
at
this
and all
has
that
happened
too.
before.
Yeah, he dropped the music video.
So were
when
they
he announced the
sacrificed
concert.
too?
I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just knew that was the fact.
It's called predictive programming.
But literally, he wore a shirt in a music video that was promoting like the ASTROWORLD Fest of people a concert where people died. Like,
so y'all don't think it's common for artists to play with like demonic imagery?
It is very common, but I don't appreciate it. I don't like it.
sometimes it's ignorant. Sometimes they really are into that stuff.
I feel like Travis is getting a lot of unnecessary blame.
He didn't even in that apology video. I just woke up.
That apology video was wild.
His eye, which is the one I said.
No,
Tell
no,
me.
that's
Tell me.
He was covering his no.
Come on,
that
G.
apology video that was wild. That didn't seem sincere. It
wasn't sincere.
It did seem empty. It did seem dry. I'll give you all that. But he's getting a lot of unnecessary blame. Like,
Tell me how.
How is a lot of that shit that went down is not his fault.
Dog, but
if you're the performer, it is not your job to rescue people. It's not your job to hire security.
Though, if you know them people,
it's not his job to hire security and have security rescuing people. It's the venue's job and the promoter's job to hire security, make sure it is adequate to help people.
Dog, so you don't think he is in no way responsible at all?
I think he does have some blame
Like,
because he did.
This is your show, though.
Are you gonna let me go?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm just having a moment.
All right. I think he does have some blame because he did cultivate a crowd that is extremely rowdy and does a lot of chaotic shit just to be hype. Like he's been arrested a few times for starting riots, encouraging people to jump. Yeah.
In a rage, violent, uncontrollable anger.
Yeah, he told people to jump the gates and all of that shit.
Crazy.
But he didn't do any of that this show that I've seen.
But if he has a standard for that.
You're right.
So
that's why I said he does have some blame.
Right.
But dog, did you see the people jumping the security gate this time? Those thousands of people jumping the gate. That's not on Travis.
But you create that.
No, but at what point can we hold the crowd accountable? Y'all trampled a 9-year-old. That's not on Travis. Y'all broke in. That's not on Travis.
I feel like, but.
Again, and then when the paramedics came to help rescue people, y'all niggas jumped on the fucking van.
He created an atmosphere for that behavior.
That's why I say he does have some blame.
So it's kind of like,
but the crowd also bears some responsibility. Y'all niggas was wilding. Y'all was tripping. Y'all was tripping. And then Travis stopped his show a few times to try to help people. Like, yo, hey, stop the show. Everybody stop. Hey, get them out of here. Are you all good? Are you good? Are you okay?
He did.
He stopped the show.
He did.
He stopped the show again when the paramedics came. Is an ambulance? Oh, shit. And people pass out of concerts all the time. Why are we acting like this is brand new? And niggas don't stop the shows every time someone passes out.
Dog. Well, look, you ask me.
Do people stop the shows every time someone passes out?
No.
Dude, I feel like there's a lot of virtue signaling going on. This shit's starting to piss me off.
I ain't gonna lie. You asked me, it was wicked, demonic.
There's 50,000 people there. If he's on stage,
it's spiritual though, dog. All them bodies.
Dog, people pass out at concerts all the time. Especially when people doing all the, like, drinking a whole bunch, doing all the different types of drugs and shit. And it's overcapacitated, and you got all these smoking shit. People are going to have trouble breathing. That's not all on him.
You don't think he anticipated? You don't think he can?
That's not his job. That's the venue's job. That's the venue's job.
Check this out. All right, so hear me out. As an artist, you don't think when he's sitting down, because you know they have meetings, you don't think they sit and all together anticipate an outcome? That's
the venue's job. You know what type. Look, we just made the point that Travis has cultivated a crowd and audience that is very rowdy and chaotic, right?
Okay.
Right? We just agreed that, right?
I'm listening.
So if you're a venue that's booking that, you have to prepare for that. That's your job.
Is Travis not a part of that conversation, though?
Dog.
He's
a part of it. He is a part of it, but up until now, nothing this drastic has ever happened. So he's not thinking, oh, people are going to die at this concert. But as the venue, as the promoter, it is your job to prepare for every situation, every scenario that could happen. You hire the security. You hire the paramedics. You hire the police. That's your job, not his.
Dog. I feel like there should have been.
And it's like, yo, if we
there could have been a lot more.
If we have agreed that people pass out at concerts all the time, right? How is he from the stage of 50,000 people supposed to differentiate someone who's passed out versus someone who's dead?
Right.
They're both limp. They're both unresponsive. How is he supposed to tell the difference?
Let me ask you this. One, he probably can't. 50,000 people on stage like that, human eye can only perceive so much anyway, and it was dark and it's crowded as fuck. So let me say this.
He's trying to remember his fucking lyrics and get hype. Like, what are you talking about? And then he just had Drake come out here and help him. He's not thinking like, yo. And it made me mad. People were like, yo, there's people in the crowd chanting, stop the show. It's like, dog, that's one section out of 50,000 people. You in the back and you and your 15 friends chanting stop the show over a crowd of 50,000 people. Niggas can't hear you.
One that was at the edge of the stage. I saw a video when I was.
No, I seen somebody go to like the nigga who was shooting the cameras and recording everything. So
him too.
What is he gonna do? His job is to shoot the show, to record, not to.
But where? Okay, where? Who holds the responsibility then? Let me.
The promoters, the venue, the security, not the cameraman, not the performer. I need to
get a little understanding here because I feel like I don't care what. Everybody should have been on the same page. If there's something reported, come on that walkie-talkie. Y'all got ways to communicate. That's the promoter. That's not on Travis.
So even when the people started rushing the stadium, I would have canceled the show then. Y'all can't act civilized. Like, you got to tear down security people. Like, the security moved out of the way because they didn't want to get trampled. Like, at that point, why would you even come out and perform for them people when they already unruly?
He likes that type of shit.
Right. But
that's not his call. He can't just cancel the show. He's already been paid for it. He has to do it. And he has to get the back end.
Everything has to be recompensated.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the contract.
He's getting a lot of blame that's not necessarily on him. It's not just his fault. He didn't sacrifice no niggas. Like, nah.
Yes, he did. And
it's like they were really trying to cancel him over this.
I seen that. They really are.
They like replaced him.
Removed from a whole bunch of.
From a festival. They put Post Malone in his place. But it's like, damn. Like you said, niggas have died at concerts before. People have been trampled before. This isn't not anything new.
He promotes that behavior though. He is like the head for that.
He does.
So at this point,
that's why I say he does have some responsibility. But it's not all on him. And y'all trying to cancel him. Fortnite fucking took his skins off. Like, y'all doing too much.
Fortnite took his skins off?
All the shit he had in Fortnite, they took it out.
I wonder who's going to be canceled next. Because y'all know, like, how the baby just got canceled. Now him. I wonder if there's a trend coming up.
You know, first off, cancel culture has been the trend. My guy, Doja Cat never successfully got canceled. And she won't ever.
You know who else never got successfully canceled?
Kanye. Oh, I was going to say Nicki.
Nah, Kanye has done so much foul shit and said so much stupid shit, and he never gets canceled. It's wild.
What is this Kanye?
Is that how it should be though? Should you be able to like make mistakes and say stupid shit, and there be outrage, but you still be like in the public eye?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
What did y'all think about the Kanye Drink Champs interview?
From what I have consumed from the
nigga. Go ahead.
From what I have consumed of the parts of the interview, I mean, I think Kanye just being Kanye. He just.
What does that mean?
I don't because he. I think what he does, like he gives like these little, what do you call them, like
Nuggets.
little nuggets. Shout out to Chloe. Little trinkets and like little, what do you call it though? Like a trail, like a little cereal trail.
Of what?
Little drop of like his updates. Like I don't really think he just talks.
Yeah.
So I think that's like every time he does a big interview like that and he gets promoted heavily, I think that's just him like, update, this is what I'm on now. Now I'm gonna go disappear for. So I don't know. I don't really know what to think of.
Does he ever really disappear?
No, but he doesn't talk much. And when he does, it's always
yeah.
woo.
Yeah.
Like, so I think he just be.
I feel like this interview was like extremely entertaining. My only issue is that I feel like nobody holds Kanye accountable for the bullshit he says.
He's funny. All right, prime example. Not prime. Just give me an example.
Hold on. He says a lot of bullshit, bro, and nobody holds him accountable. Nobody gives him any pushback. Nobody challenges him or just corrects him. You should give you an example. This nigga said.
And that's what I'm going to right now.
This nigga said abortion is
Right.
black genocide and it's responsible for 50% of the deaths in the black community. And it's like, yo, that's just wrong. That's just factually wrong. And no one gives him any pushback or like challenge or anything. He just runs with it. Niggas, but he's a genius. Like, no, nigga, you're dumb. That's not right.
I'm actually I think we kind of talked about this, but I want to get it on paper.
What?
What is like the cause of majority black deaths? Leading
Like heart disease or something. It's like something health related. It's not fucking abortion.
Bruh.
What?
It literally says heart disease.
See?
Heart disease is number one. Malignant neoplasms, cancers is the second. Accidents, unintentional injuries.
Not no fucking abortion. Like, this nigga just says shit.
Abortion's not even on the list.
And nobody challenges him.
Excuse me.
Nobody questions it. I say he said a lot of bullshit in that interview, yo.
Yeah, abortion's not even on the list, actually.
And it's just wild to me how he can speak against capitalism and like classism, but then still brag about being a billionaire throughout the whole interview. It's like, that's not directly like
But
contradict.
Isn't he doing things to eliminate the social class?
What is he doing?
Well, you know what? Check this out. I don't
Making
think-
shoes that cost $500 a pop.
Right. That's my thing. I know. See, I haven't. Outside of what he says, there hasn't been any
tangible things that
right.
he's
He talks
really
about
done.
the school and all this other stuff, but I haven't seen anything yet. So I can say I think that I like his mindset. I like how he thinks.
I think Kanye is very creative.
He is.
And he's very idealistic.
He extremely idealistic.
But you have to be able to make these things tangible.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
I think being idealistic and being very creative and being like a visionary, that's completely different from your IQ and how intellectually smart you really are. I feel like people conflate the two all the time. So yes, Kanye's a musical genius, but if you sat him down and really tried to have a conversation with him, I don't think he could really hold a conversation. Like, he wouldn't be able to hold a conversation with a politician, someone who actually knows politics.
But he does have a mental, like, he's open about his mental disability.
He's saying he doesn't have that no more. He's saying he's not bipolar.
I don't even think this man's bipolar.
Oh, really?
He's saying he's not. You don't think he is?
I don't think so. I really.
I mean, think about it. His life has been so traumatic. Losing his mother.
Right, like, I don't-
Blaming himself.
I think this is our reaction of
What?
trauma. I don't really think he's bipolar. Like his mom. I mean, he got his
She
kid
died like
now.
10 years ago.
But that's not something you can't put a time limit
No.
on.
But how does that affect how you hold conversations? I don't understand the correlation.
Well, holding the conversation. Well, as far as bipolarism, I'm talking about him being bipolar. I think that's just him reacting to the trauma. I don't really think he's bipolar. No.
I do.
I don't think he's bipolar.
But these days, I don't really like commenting on people's like mental state. I don't like making judgments like that.
Fair.
I think that interview kind of wasted some opportunity. Like, why don't they ask him about Marilyn Manson being at his church services? Like, that's a question. Who wouldn't want to ask that? Like, I want the answer.
I don't. And see, here's the thing. About
Again,
that.
that's what my problem is. Nobody challenges him or gives him any pushback or holds him accountable. It's just like, we agree with everything you say.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, no matter how stupid it sounds, you're a genius, Kanye. It's like, nah, yo.
But that's how it is in Hollywood. Everybody wants to kiss up to people, and Kanye's like the biggest celebrity, so of course they ain't gonna really come at him,
Right.
They used to
specifically
though.
why
They
we-
used to though.
I was saying, just like we said, he can't be canceled.
They they used to challenge him in interviews though. I remember vividly. Like, you ever seen that Sway interview? We like, you ain't got the answer, Sway.
I've never watched the full interview.
But
no.
you've seen that clip.
I've seen the clip.
They used to
That's the same one
challenge
as
him.
Houseway?
Yes, Houseway. Yes, because niggas were challenging him and giving him pushback. I remember Charlamagne to his face like, "Yo, I think Yeezus was trash. I didn't fuck with it."
Breakfast Club.
And niggas would give him pushback.
I don't remember exactly verbatim what he said, but he definitely had he was like, he kind of like tried to play it off.
Yeah, he tried
to play it off.
But people gave him pushback and challenged him. Now it's just like, yeah, we agree with everything you say. Joe Rogan did that shit. Big Boy did that shit. And, like, Nori just did that shit on that interview. I don't like that.
You know what I want to go back and watch? Now I'm thinking about this kind of
What?
interviews. The one he did with Charlamagne the God. They were sitting down.
In Wyoming?
Was that in Miami? It was all white.
I don't know. I
It was
don't know.
all
I don't
white.
think that
It
was
all
Wyoming. I
white.
think that was in Calabasas. Charlamagne
I
definitely
think
flew
that
out to him though
I'll
and
say,
did
I
it.
think that was in California.
It may have been in Wyoming because they went on, like, a ranch tour and shit. They
No,
just
that was
walking in
Billy
the
Zane.
woods.
That was Billy.
Nah, him and Charlamagne were walking in the woods and shit or something. Yeah.
And not Billy Zane. Zane Lowe is what I meant.
But you know what pisses me off? Kanye
What's
never answers questions directly, bro. I remember that interview. Charlamagne was like, "Yo,
This one, when he was sitting down.
I know there's different parts to it.
yeah.
A part they're walking in the woods too
okay.
and shit."
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yo, Charlamagne asked him directly. He was like, "Yo, you once was on TV and said that who did he say? George Bush?
Oh yeah, George Bush doesn't care about.
Don't like black. Don't care.
Yeah."
About
And he was like, "Do you think Trump cares about black people?" No, he said if racism was a deal breaker for me, I wouldn't live in America. It's like that didn't answer the question at all. At all.
No, it didn't.
He was trying to be buddy buddy with Trump then.
He
gave,
still
he gave
is.
He gave like
And
a,
that's you know what pisses me off too though. This nigga tries to make it seem just like if anyone aligns with like the Democratic Party, he makes it seem like you're being brainwashed, you're being controlled by the Democrats, and it's like you
First
don't
off,
think
politics is mind control anyway. That's one.
it's like you don't think you were being used by Trump.
Absolutely. That's what politics is mind control anyway.
It's like you said out of your mouth that Trump told you, "Yo, my black approval rating went up once you co-signed me." You don't think he was using you? It's like, nigga, you was literally in the White House with a red cap on, saying you love Trump, trying to give him a hug, saying when he ran, it made you feel like you was playing catch with your dad. Like you,
Oh God.
like you want to talk about someone else being used? Yo, that was the most. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. That was the most cool shit I've ever seen in my life. Like this nigga was damn near on his knees, like professing his love for Trump, and you want to talk about other niggas being used?
He practically said Trump God. Trump God is what he said. I'm not saying
yo.
it.
Fuck Kanye.
Oh!
I'm flying. I fuck with Kanye. I fuck with Ye, but like nah. I
mean, I don't know what it is. All I can say is Kanye. I mean, what can you really expect? And what
you can't expect anything.
That's
Just
what I'm
don't
like,
expect anything. Just
that's what I'm
take
saying,
it for
like-
what it is, because he did have some things in there where I was like, oh shit, that's actually interesting. But like, niggas go too far, bro. That's why I hate stands. They acting like he's some type of genius. Like he's just.
Well, you know what?
You're a stan. You're a barb.
I was gonna say, really, if I were to, really dive into that culture of, stan culture, I would really probably say Nicki. Because you can talk about Nicki, and I'm like, yeah, stop.
I used to be a stan.
For who?
Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
That was
of
like
course.
2013. I was like,
Oh.
Kendrick better than Tupac, nigga. Fuck all them.
Oh,
Nah.
wow. I ain't gonna lie, though. Nicki is a queen of rap. I mean, she's rightfully
Alright,
so.
next
deserved.
topic.
Come on.
Next topic. What
You
y'all
know I
wanna
gotta
talk
sneak
about?
my
What
Nicki
y'all got
bit in. I
next?
always gotta get a Nicki bit.
What y'all want to talk about next?
I want to talk about these Grammy nominations
Oh, they did just drop today.
today. All right, here we go.
What category you doing first?
I'm gonna go straight through the record of the year.
Record of the year?
All right,
Who's
we got
nominated?
We got, and I want to do
Is that
predictions too.
song of the year?
No, song record of the year is
Is
different.
albums?
It's album, record, and song.
Okay.
Record has to do
What the
with
fuck is record?
I forget how they distinguish it. As a matter of fact, I don't feel like going to look it up, but it's like
Just go through
something
the
with the composition and everybody that had everybody. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Record of the year is "I Still Have Faith in You" by ABBA. ABBA's that one band.
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
You've heard of what's it called? Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia.
No.
You ain't never heard of Mamma Mia just in general?
Maybe. Who else?
Anyway, all right. So that band came back and did something. Freedom by John Batiste. I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Peaches, Justin Bieber featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Would that be Giveon's first win if he won?
His first Grammy?
Yeah, first Grammy.
I think so.
Okay, cool. Right on Time by Brandy Carlisle, who's a good artist, but I haven't even heard that. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat and SZA. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic.
Leave the Door Open.
Bruno Mars
Easy.
and Instagram.
Easy. That's
That's
a perfect
record of the
song.
year.
That's a perfect song. Leave the Door Open. Easy. Without question.
I'm gonna predict, and I don't like this song Montero, but I think Montero. I think that it's gonna either be between Leave the Door Open, and I gotta give my folks a chance. Leave the Door Open.
Leave the Door Open is winning.
I'm gonna say either between Leave the Door Open and Montero.
Leave the Door Open.
That's all I'm gonna go with.
Next.
Okay, album of the year.
Okay.
We Are by John Batiste. Love for Sale, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Justice by Justin Bieber. Planet Her, Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Back of My Mind, Her. Montero, Lil Nas X. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo. Evermore, Taylor Swift and Donda, Kanye West. Dun, 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 dun.
I think Her had the best album out of
She had a very solid
everything
album.
you just dropped. I think Taylor probably won though. Just because it's Taylor Swift.
Bro, for album of the year.
That's Taylor Swift.
Oh my gosh.
That's
no,
Taylor
no, At
Swift.
this point, it's favoritism.
Duh.
Kanye.
I mean, yeah, but like at
That's
this
the
point,
history of the Grammys.
no,
Like,
but
what are you
come
talking
on.
about?
Like, no, come on, stop just passing out awards. Like, really dive into the music, folks.
Yo, you realize they didn't nominate The Weeknd last year because he didn't perform for them, right?
Bruh.
This shit's not
He
really
had-
about the actual music.
No, because he had like one of the biggest albums. He
He had one of the most successful albums of all time.
of all time, and then two, Blinding Lights being the most. It stayed
Stream
in the
song, like
top 10 for over a year.
that shit got over like 1 billion views, like streams. That's
It
one
is
of the
the
most
longest
successful
running
albums of all time.
singles.
And like, yeah, and he didn't get nominated for a single award because he didn't perform. Because he chose to perform at the Super Bowl.
But that's like, come on. I hope that.
So let me ask you a question before you finish this whole rundown. Knowing the politics that are involved with the Grammys, why do they still matter?
Because it's music's biggest night, Xavier. It has a history, okay?
Fuck the history. If we
don't
know it's
act like-
bullshit, why
No,
does it matter?
Because, man, I don't even know, dog. I don't even know. I can't help it because every year I get pissed off about the Grammys because I know it's bull crap. But then I be like, yeah, Grammy Nods came out. Because it's like, man, I don't know, man.
That's, you know what's funny? Artists be like, yo, fuck the Grammys until they get nominated.
Drake.
Then it's like, yo, I'm gonna get my suit and tie. I'm gonna be front row.
That is not a rap. Hey.
Because everybody wants a trophy. Everybody
Right.
wants a trophy.
It's like, why flex on? Why act like you don't want it? We know you want it.
Okay.
You know you want it.
They quick to, what Jay-Z say? Every night we in the end zone, tell the Grammys. Somebody's talking about the Grammys.
Though you trying to quote Jay-Z.
It
You don't even know
matter.
the lyrics.
It don't matter.
That's wild.
So the Grammys, something.
You don't
O
even
for
know the
H.
lyrics.
That's H song. Tell the Grammys that O for H. Have you ever seen the crack on H? Yeah. Every night we in the end. Tell the Grammys when the end. Anyway,
go through the rundown.
but they show up. They get nominated.
No, all the time.
Quick too. Niggas tweaking. All right, album of the year. I'm probably gonna say Donda. I would really like to see Back in My Mind by her win. I would really like to see her win. But if I'm being honest, it's probably gonna go to Doja Cat or Billie Eilish.
You think Doja Cat?
I think they're gonna try to swing it and give it to her.
Oh,
I
she
think they
better
will.
not get it.
I think they.
She better not get it.
Yeah.
What's
It
that
got-
big
it got
song she
real
had?
cheeky.
Is that Say So?
Say so.
Did you see when she was like, yo, if I'll get Say So number 1.
I'll show you
I'll
my
sh-
breast. My titty. Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Niggas was streaming that song.
No,
multiple
and she didn't show her
devices.
titties, and she's not going to show her titties. But come on,
Niggas
like,
was hot.
That's now that
Niggas
to me
was
that's
hot.
selling your soul. That's sick.
My people say me was like, yo, you see that bullshit? I streamed this shit all night.
I was extremely disgusted and appalled when Justin Bieber went on that Yummy campaign and was like, play
Wow.
Yummy
Oh,
all day, just loop it even when you're asleep. So you can get streams.
niggas
Like,
do
come
shit
on,
like that.
come
What are you
on,
talking
for a
about?
number
What's the
one, and
problem?
did it debut at number one? It still didn't debut at number one.
I think Roddy still beat him out.
Right. Come on. Y'all weird. That's weird.
This whole thing's for numbers, nigga.
That's,
Like,
but that's my point. It shouldn't.
it shouldn't be about the numbers.
No, come on. If you like making music, make the music. If you have the opportunity to be one of the stratospheric stars that we all have our eyes on, still find some solace in your content creating.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit up here and chase numbers now, because you come on. Just because Balenciaga is sending you belts and free boots, come on. Come on, man. They're probably gonna give it to.
They're gonna give it to Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna throw up in my mouth, bro. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth.
I thought you fucked with her.
I like her, but come on. At this point, it's y'all not even. I'd rather them give it to Olivia Rodrigo, and I don't even care for her before they give it to Taylor Swift.
You don't like her album, her record?
Evermore, I didn't get into that. Nobody want to hear it. I mean, she's got great songwriting. She's got some pretty cool production, but come on, no. I think some of her albums, like 1989 or whatever it was called, I think that was deserving of album of the year. She had like 5.
I think she got it.
Yeah, I think that was
No.
deserving though. But like
Nah,
Evermore,
that wasn't deserving.
Evermore didn't make no noise.
Kendrick should have got that.
What album did he drop that year?
To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a close call, though, my
No,
God.
it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Hey,
No, it's
1989
not.
was a hit, bro. It was a smash hit. It was a
To
smash
Pimp a Butterfly.
hit. To Pimp a Butterfly. It's probably one
That's
of
a
my
black
favorites.
masterpiece.
I tell you, it is like the equivalent of listening to a Spike Lee soundtrack. It
Shut
just
up.
the jet,
Shut
bro.
up.
When I heard it, I'm like, this could be on a Spike Lee movie. It's so rich. Yeah, I agree there. All right. Still though, that's a close call. Anyway, song of the year, "Bad Habits" by Ed Sheeran, "Beautiful Noise," Keys and Carly. I don't know who this is. I guess this is Alicia Keys. "Driver's License," Olivia Rodrigo. "Fight for You" by her. I haven't heard that. "Happier Than Ever," Billie Eilish. "Kiss Me More," SZA and Doja Cat. "Leave the Door Open,"
Leave the Door
Sonic.
Open.
Montero, Lil Nas. "Peaches,"
Leave
Justin
the door
Bieber, "Right
open.
on Time."
Leave the door open.
Song of the year is most likely going to go
Leave the door open.
Yeah, I think
Final.
Leave the Door Open, because that song was just so trendy.
Perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect song.
"Leave the Door
It's
Open"
gonna win.
is you know what? I'm gonna have to double back. No, it's still a close race between Montero
No, it's
and
not.
Leave the Door Open
No,
for
it's
Record of the Year.
not.
Yes, it is.
It's
That's my
not.
prediction. That's it
It's
right
not.
there.
Leave the door open.
All right, new artist. I'm gonna skip this because I don't really care.
Go to the rap categories.
Hold on. I guess. Yeah, I love pop, so I'm rooting for all my pop. Just not Justin Bieber on this round. I'm sorry, it was a lackluster album, Justin. So you don't deserve it. You just don't. All right. Best rap performance: Family Ties, Baby King featuring Kendrick Lamar. "Up" by Cardi B. "My Life," J. Cole featuring 21 Savage and Moray. "Way Too Sexy," Drake featuring Young Thug. "Thosh," Megan Thee Stallion.
Family Ties, easy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really feeling "My Life."
That's a dope song.
I'm really
I just
feeling
think
"My Life."
Family Ties was a bigger record.
Yeah.
I like the record more too. I just think it was a bigger record though. Kendrick went crazy on that.
He
hoe.
did. I
He
liked
went
his verse. I
crazy.
listened to it. Was only a minute too.
Smoking in your top 5. He went crazy. I think, if they give it to Way Too Sexy, I swear to God. I swear to God.
First off, that's not the best rap performance. No, it's not.
That's one of the worst songs I've ever heard
First
in
off,
my
that's
life.
not the out of this list. First off, I would not give it to Cardi B, Drake, or Megan Thee Stallion. It would definitely be between. Right, it would be between J. Cole and Baby King and Kendrick Lamar. First off, if we talking
Family
about
Ties,
rap
easy.
performance,
Family Ties.
yeah, it's between them. Best melodic rap performance: Pride is the Devil, J. Cole and Lil Baby. "Need to Know," Doja Cat. "Industry Baby," Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow. "What's Your Name," Tyler the Creator, featuring NBA YoungBoy and Ty Dolla $ign. And "Hurricane," Kanye West featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby.
Ooh, that Tyler record is hard.
I haven't heard "What's Your Name."
You ever heard that with YoungBoy?
Nope.
That record was hard.
Who do you think gonna take this? Melodic rap performance.
They'll probably give it to Ye. They'll probably give it to Ye. You gotta understand, some of these niggas are like media darlings. Not media darlings, but like Grammy darlings. Like they favor Ye a lot.
Yeah, but
Like they like people like Taylor Swift, Kanye, Kendrick.
Drake.
Oh, they don't really favor Drake.
Well,
like
actually, they
that.
don't favor Drake. No, they don't.
But like Kendrick, Taylor Swift, Kanye, Jay-Z, they favor them a lot.
No, I don't want to see. I honestly, even though I like Donda, I don't want the Hurricane to win for best melodic rap performance.
What was the J. Cole song that was nominated again?
Pride is the Devil. That first off,
What was that with Lil Baby?
Ain't that song from like 2018? It's old, ain't it?
2021.
Oh, that came out
Just
this
came out.
year.
I think you got a hold
Yeah.
on me.
I heard that song
Pride
like
is the
years
devil.
ago.
That just came
There's so
out.
many
bro.
R.I.P.s. Pride is the devil.
Lil
Too
Baby
much
went
money to get-
hard. He went
listen.
hard.
All right.
Maybe because J. Cole just makes the same sounding music.
He be
Yo,
singing.
You bugging.
He
You
be
bugging.
he be
You
singing.
bugging.
So
Nah,
you probably think his
fuck
singing.
that. Fuck that. No Cole slander will be tolerated. This nigga's not making the same songs. He not Drake. Nah. This don't sound like his last album.
For Your Eyes Only was trash.
It wasn't trash.
It wasn't trash.
It was mid.
I didn't.
It was
tune in.
mid.
I was like, okay.
They still have some good songs on there.
Yeah, but that was one of the albums you could have took a year off. I mean, you could have went. Now the off season, I will say
That shit was hard.
Is that best rap album? Is he?
Go through the best rap album list.
He on there. All right,
Of
cool.
course he on there.
All right, check this out. The off season made me feel like I was a nigga from the street. He threw your hood up, dun, dun. You couldn't tell me. I'm riding around, turned up, riding around Elmwood, like, yeah, windows down, yeah. Yo, real talk. That album,
Hard.
off season, made me feel like I
Hard.
could be
Street nigga.
one of them niggas out there, like, let's go. And if you ain't scared, get the fuck out the club, nigga. No, like, knowing good and well, I'll be find my way to the nearest corner. But hey, that's how you know that was good.
Yeah.
That's how you know. All right, best rap song, Bath Salts. That's DMX featuring Jay-Z and Nas.
That was hard.
Best Friend, which is Saweetie and Doja Cat.
Fuck no.
That's my best friend.
Fuck no.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, Family Ties, Baby King,
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick. Jail, Kanye West featuring Jay-Z. And My Life, Cole, 21.
I
and
think
Moray.
Family Ties should get it again.
Best raps. You think you just want them to sweep, huh?
Yeah,
Come
nigga.
on,
Yeah, I
dog.
do. Yeah.
But best rap song.
Jill was cool. I think Jill will probably win.
I'll
I
say
think
he
Jill will
probably
win that,
will
but
win.
I'd still go Family Ties. I like Family Ties more.
Nigga. All right, best rap album: Off Season, Cole, Certified Lover Boy, Drake, King Disease 2, Nas, Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator, and Donda, Kanye West.
I'm leaning towards Call Me If You Get Lost. I love the off season, but like I was really surprised by Tyler.
I haven't listened to Call Me If You Get Lost, so I'm not gonna rightfully. If from the list, I'm gonna probably say Off Season, J. Cole. Wow.
Off season, I mean not off season, but Call Me If You Get Lost is a dope
And
ass
you know
album.
what? I watched his performance from the AMAs. He actually do be.
Rapping.
He be.
He's creative
and
as fuck.
He's very creative. I mean, he plays with his sound a lot.
Yes.
A whole lot.
Yes.
And he's very artistic, and like just his staging and everything is very
Creative.
man.
He challenges himself
He
and pushes
does.
himself every project.
And I think he performed Massa. That's what he performed.
Yup.
The AMAs. And I was like, oh, you okay.
Tyler's dope
I can
as
see why my
fuck.
sister like you. She stands him.
Tyler should get that. He should get that Grammy.
That's the end for the rap. That's the end.
But I still don't think the Grammys really matter.
No, I just like to be entertained.
Are you actually gonna watch it?
No, I just watch the performances after they post them on YouTube after like 48 hours. Or I'll go to Twitter
Yeah.
and watch them.
He like to get stuff illegally, like that Adele album.
Yeah, I got the Adele album before it came out. An hour before
How?
It came out. Well, can't tell you how I
You
did
got it
that.
legally?
Well, yeah.
Dog, you get it for free on Apple Music.
Yeah, I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to be one of the people that got
So
to review the
how
album
how
before-
early did you get it?
An hour before it came out. I got it at like 10 o'clock that night.
No, like an hour before it came out.
Because I wanted
Was that
to
gonna make much of a difference at all?
Absolutely. That means I was a part of that close knit group of people who got to hear the album.
But all this
before
shit
the
was
rest.
trash. Y'all ain't waiting on nothing.
First off,
It was different. Like when I heard it, I'm like, there's a lot of different sounds to it.
this is
I haven't
probably
heard
her
it.
most versatile album, and it is her magnum opus.
Really?
It's a close call between that 30 and 21.
But I didn't say it was good.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's,
It was
I mean,
good.
if I'm being honest, because the album it don't really move me. The writing on it and the production. So I'll give it to her for that. And she was very vulnerable in this album. She cried. You can hear she had voice memos and stuff. She talking about her son and stuff in her divorce. So it was very personal.
She has a son.
Yeah, she's a child. Mm-hmm.
How old is Adele?
Adele's like, well, she's around 30. Obviously, her album came out. She titles after her age, but I think she's maybe like 32. She's 33.
And this is her first like album.
Ew. It's her first album in 6 years.
That's what I'm saying. Since 2012, like whenever she came out with the 2 hit songs, what were they called?
Deep.
No, like the 2 hit songs.
What are you talking about?
Adele,
Yes, the 2 hit songs she came out with. What were they called?
Rolling in the Deep, and Never Mind I'll Find Someone Like You.
Never, I'll find somebody like you. That was the one.
Rolling in the Deep was extremely huge.
How does that one go?
You could have had it all.
No, it wasn't that one.
That
was still huge.
That was huge, but
that
that
was-
ain't the one I'm thinking of.
That's how I got into Adele.
It was.
Well, not
Rolling
into,
Deep
but that's how I
and Someone
knew who
Like
she
You.
was.
And then it was Alone, something Alone.
I couldn't tell you. But this officially makes. Actually, no. Rihanna does not hold the title for the longest musical hiatus.
Who does?
ABBA. ABBA did. They did release their first album after 40 years.
Who?
That band, ABBA. That's that band I was telling you about. They make the Mamma Mia song.
But they ain't on Rihanna's level.
They're quite actually bigger.
If I don't know
Really?
about them, then
Dawn, you don't listen to music.
that's what I'm saying. So if I don't know about you, if I know
Okay,
about
I
you,
get what you're saying.
yeah.
I get what you're
ABBA
saying.
is like, yeah.
Now she did. I seen an Instagram post and I asked you who that was. She sounded good in that Tiny Desk.
Yebba.
Oh, that's what I'm, that ain't. See, I don't know ABBA.
But hold on, check it out though. But
I didn't need to listen to her. I still haven't listened to that project
album is-
yet.
album is good. She made me want to go back and look at my album. I was like, look at my work. I'm like, man.
She made you want to go back over,
Look at my
rewrite your
lyrics.
stuff.
I'm like, man, girl, her lyrics were like so, rich. But they actually call her the real soulful Adele. They call her like the real.
What?
Well, it's because one, she's a white girl who grew up in gospel music, but her music is extremely genuine. Like it's man, it's really good.
Yeah, she's like a soulful Adele. I'd say she's
Adele is soulful.
Adele is soulful.
British soulful.
You gotta hear Yebba. You gotta
Oh,
hear her
Adele
sing.
is soulful as fuck.
She is soulful, and I'll say
Yebba's got that like
she's got the gospel.
Yeah.
Yebba has
Adele
gospel.
don't got that?
No, Adele has soul. Adele has soul. There's
What's the difference?
there's a resonance that you have to. I don't know. Okay, so example. I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to, no, I'm trying to, no. There's a distinction. Okay, like Christian music and gospel music. It's two different things. Gospel music will be
Okay.
like gospel
that's-
is like black. It's more saying it's like literally black church
Yeah.
music. So you know the loud clap.
Whereas Christian music can be like
Christian is
damn near
that-
anything as long as you're talking to God.
Jesus saves. Oh, come on and lift your hands all over the building. Like that's Christian music.
So you're saying Adele isn't like...
Adele doesn't have gospel quality. She doesn't have rooted.
I don't
gospel
agree
qual-
with that, yo.
But she has rooted soul. Because she just doesn't.
But why do you differentiate the soul from the gospel?
It's two different things.
But there
it's like
is
hard rock and classic rock.
No, but like I feel like soul is the backbone of gospel.
Soul is no.
I don't think Adele is soul.
I would say gospel first, really, because you got to come back from Negro spirituals. That was gospel music, which became
That was soulful though.
but it was gospel music. It wasn't soul music until it was soul music.
Tomato, tomato. Adele.
I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie. I have sat and I've listened to her voice and how she approached the music and stuff. Like the "Easy on Me" song. The nuances.
The
bruh.
one you covered?
Yes. I did do a cover of Easy on Me.
Check it out.
Check it out. Instagram and TikTok.
And Facebook.
And Facebook. At Seriously Jaelon and Jaelon Harris Music. Her vocal delivery is quite stunning, dog.
Word.
I got some really nice headphones, and I sat there and listened to every little thing that she sang and how she did it. Wow.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
It's kind of like when I was listening to Ariana Grande's album. It was like 30 layers of vocals.
I've
in my
never
ear.
listened to one of her projects.
I listened to her. One, I like her. I like how she sings, and then two, I listen to her for her vocal arrangement.
Okay.
They be like layered, dog. It's crazy cool. It's crazy cool. I listen to Drake because whatever.
What time are we at, Dewan?
57 minutes.
Do you want to touch on the last topic, the Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah, let's talk about it. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up. Go ahead. Let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Not to leave y'all on a sour note. Anything a little muddy, but
So
one, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not surprised. Two, I think he got a lot of random favor.
Yeah, they threw him a lot of bones. They threw him a
Random
lot
that
of
doesn't
bones.
even make sense.
Like, that shit was wild to me. I've never seen some of this shit happen. Like, I didn't know that shit was legal.
No, I don't know if it is.
I don't know.
That judge was real buddy with them. That was
That's
kind
what
of
I'm saying.
like a judge is supposed to be neutral.
It's because you looking at what is presented. You're not going off of this. Ain't the Grammys.
What did they do? They let him pick his
his
jury
jury
out of a
out?
jar. Names out of a jar. I've never seen that before.
That's what I'm talking about. The systematic favor, like that was wild.
And then
That's why I honestly think.
And then he dismissed the underage firearm charge.
Yeah, no. He was an underage. Why are we dismissing charges when he qualifies to be charged for that?
That was the one thing I was like, out of all the things he could have 100% been
That's
charged
the
for,
one
that
they
was
hung
it.
their hat on. That's the one they really thought was going to stick.
Yeah, but
And
I
he
have
dismissed
been,
that one.
if I'm being honest, I've been confused on why a lot of like people are making it a black and white thing because the victims were white, he's white.
Yeah.
Now I understand the
This is
justice
Black Lives
system.
Matter protest. That's why.
Yeah,
Right.
And
I-
they feel like this is another white man on trial, a white boy on trial for killing people, and it's going to be a different verdict if it was black.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But at the same time, too, when it comes to the self-defense, like, if somebody's coming, even he is in the wrong from the get, so he should have been charged with
Right,
underage
yeah.
firearm.
Right.
But at the same time, I haven't seen the video in a while.
Protecting
But
the business though, that wasn't even.
well, and I don't agree with
What
that.
are
But
He
you
didn't
doing?
even live in that state.
So what are you doing? He
So like
should've
yeah,
he
so like
should've been held
I can
accountable for all of
concede
that.
I can concede okay, it was self defense. He was attacked. They did brandish a weapon at him. He did kill.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I can concede that. He should have never been there in the first place.
Right.
He was not following the curfew that was set in place. He
Right.
was underage with a firearm
Across state lines.
across state
As
lines.
well. Come on.
Like he should never been there in the first place. That's violations
So
to be
many
off
violations.
top.
He should have been charged with something, but he completely let off.
I'm not surprised though.
And
I'm not surprised.
So you know how court cases like Brown versus the Board of Education, stuff like that. I saw somewhere it said if they would have charged him, then that would have kind of crippled self-defense laws in America. But then I don't know because this wasn't a federal case, so this was more.
No, but
Oh.
not have. They just finding a reason to find a soft spot. No, because
And
he's
it
in
just-
the wrong.
And then the judge dismissed it. He said they wouldn't be able to use the evidence because while he was on trial and he was out on bail, he was like at a bar with the Proud Boys.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you didn't see those pictures?
I
No.
saw some, but I didn't know that was the Proud Boys he was with.
They were the Proud Boys. And the judge said you can't use that evidence within this case. He
Why
said it was
not?
irrelevant information.
Why not?
Because it was
That
irrelevant.
shows where he stands mentally
and then
politically.
you see where the judge said like you can't refer to the people as victims, call them rioters and looters. Like what the fuck is going on?
Here's my thing. If now that I know they won't, let me get my words together. I don't want to offend anybody. Hello, viewers. If they won't send him to jail for killing their own that look like them,
What they gonna do for us?
we don't
Yeah.
have no hope. But then again, I don't have no hope in this system anyway, because the system is not built for anybody that looks like me, or anybody that's sitting right across from me, or for that matter, anybody that's sitting across from me, Dewan, behind the camera. So I just was like, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
It's
surprised
cool.
at all.
I think it's kind of sick. Hold on, what's his name? Yeah, I gotta make sure. Those guys that
Kyle
killed Ahmaud
Rittenhouse.
Arbery,
Oh.
did they go to jail?
Yeah,
They're
okay.
still on trial.
Yeah, they're on trial
No,
right
they
now.
on trial. And also,
They have to get convicted. If they don't
Also-
get convicted, like niggas is tearing up that city. Like nah.
1, 2, because I understand we have to respect laws that are in place, and I mean, and I say this with the
They didn't.
who
They killed an innocent black man for overtaking for jogging.
I understand. That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. This is my point.
Okay.
I feel like stuff like that, it shouldn't even be no trial. But I know there are laws in place where you have to, hell no, rack it up, send them
No,
right on
that's
to the
stupid.
county.
That's stupid.
Because
You have to have a trial.
I
nigga.
understand that. That's what I'm saying. I understand you have to, so fine. But I feel like
Not
some
even
stuff
just
like
legally,
that,
but it's just like, yo, like, you know how many people are like accused of shit, of false shit all the time?
I'm talking about the severity. That's how we have video evidence.
Okay,
That shit, you should be just go straight to jail. You should, at that point, you should go straight to jail. I understand there's a system in place, but if there's like, oh, you how on camera, you just shot that man in the head or you killed him for no reason. Oh, what are we talking about? We're not talking about possibilities. We're not talking about
I
evidence
get
that we
your point,
can't
but
see. You should definitely just,
nah.
oh, okay, pack it up. You know, point of trying to draw this out for 2 years. Pack it up.
I get your point, but
Send 'em on
nah, there
in.
has to be a trial.
Yeah, I know. But see,
That shit. I'm not surprised by that at all.
attorneys make final case to jurors. Oh, they just did the final thing today.
With what?
Here's the trial.
Who's-
Attorneys make the Martin Arbery live updates trial. It's going on right now. What?
Yeah, it's
Jury
been
begins
going
deliber-
on.
I
They're in
didn't even know
trial.
that.
Yeah.
Jury begins deliberations, and see all this time for talking. What are we talking about? What are we
I
talking?
feel you.
What
What
are we talking about?
Yeah, that should be easy.
What are we?
That should be easy.
Maybe he wasn't guilty
Nah,
because
them niggas
we're
is-
not. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. That was
Yeah.
completely racist. It's terrorism. It's what it is. And I'm gonna be a troll, and I'm gonna call it treason.
Shut up. Treason.
Yeah. Yep. You committed treason against another black, not even black, American citizen. I'm just making up something because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? But like all these, like that, deliberating and the jury, we got to sit for 12 hours and come back tomorrow.
Yeah, there's nothing to discuss.
There's
like,
not anything to even
they're
talk
guilty.
about. You are guilty. There's evidence.
It's on video. Y'all
Substantial
dumbasses
evidence.
recorded it. No.
Unchangeable evidence. Set in stone, cornerstone evidence. Why are we talking about it?
And not to change the subject, but they ain't even putting on the media that Maxwell lady's on trial right now during all of this. Jeffrey Epstein's wife or whatever she was.
Yo,
And nobody
you know
knows
what's
about
crazy?
that.
How that whole thing got swept under the rug.
And they don't even let media in there. They just have artists, you know, like
Yeah. I forgot all about the whole Jeffrey Epstein shit. Why does nobody talk about that?
That is literally the biggest
Because
thing.
it's true.
Dog. That is a whole
finna
sex
go
trafficking ring. You know how many people he was connected to? They said Bill Clinton was on that nigga jet.
I'll say one thing and one
Donald
thing
Trump
only.
was hanging with them. Prince Henry was with them. Like, dog. Like,
I'll say one thing and one thing only. And this is for your viewers. Please go off and do your own research. They might shadow ban us for this on YouTube.
oh, fuck it. I don't care.
All right. Tony Podesta. Hillary Clinton emails. Adrenochrome. Look it up. Don't ask me.
Nigga, what? I
Go
don't
look
even know
it
what
up.
you're talking about.
Go look it up. And that's why. And then we'll talk about Epstein. They sick. You know that freaking Ghislaine Maxwell had submarine licenses and stuff?
Shit, what?
Submarine, they had businesses trying to do in submarines. To get kids under, like taking people under the water, like secretly doing that.
What are you talking about?
They had
What are
a
you talking-
submarine
what are you
company
talking about?
to where they was trafficking people.
I can believe it.
I can believe this nigga had a whole island where he was.
Yes.
That is wild, yo. He had a
Yeah.
whole island where he was just fucking bitches.
And the fact that he was
Underage.
killed in prison.
Right, he wasn't killed. He was gonna snitch on everybody.
Facts.
That's why.
Facts.
That's
He-
why.
yeah, he was gonna
didn't
snitch on
just die.
everybody.
Oh, he committed suicide because it was so unbearable. No, that nigga was gonna snitch on everybody.
Yeah.
All them niggas would have went down. We would have had the country. What country? The U.S. would have went down. All these politicians, all these people.
UK too. They had
UK?
Prince Henry.
That would have. Come on. Of course, I had to take him out.
I think it was Prince Henry. It was Prince Henry or Prince
One of them
Andrew.
weird niggas.
One of them niggas. Let me Google this shit.
And that's why it's so crazy that this is happening during Kyle's case and Ahmaud Arbery's
And you
case.
see,
Under the radar. Just under the radar the whole time.
that's this made me want to get on Twitter and go crazy.
Yeah, it is Prince Henry. What's up?
Now World 6.
You see what I'm saying? No, they is sick, boy. So I didn't even know she was gonna try. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a sick world we live in. What are you looking at?
Okay. This is another reason why the Grammys sucks butt. This just in from Billboard.com on Twitter.
Okay.
Blinding Lights by The Weeknd is now the top Billboard Hot 100 song of all time.
Well, word?
Of all time.
Not a single nomination.
So it's safe to say that The Weeknd is, yes, on Michael Jackson level. And
Yo,
Adele.
all right,
And
on that note, thank you for tuning in to the Blackout podcast. This nigga's talking bullshit. Thank you for tuning in. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
All right, y'all. Tell us what you think about the podcast. Leave some comments. Share with your friends. Y'all start the discussion.
This
hit us
nigga
up
said
on
as big as Michael Jackson. What is wrong
hit
with
us,
him?
man. Hit us up on
Like-
on Instagram and everything, and tell us what y'all think of the podcast. Talk to us about what y'all want us to cover the next episode, and keep in touch with us. Peace and love to all y'all.